Hello, welcome back to the channel, guys. True Fight Game. Hello and welcome back, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Hello and welcome back to the channel, guys. Thank you, you amazing, crazy people. Back here with me, True Fight Gaming. Thank you for all the support, guys. But just before that, we're back again with some incredible, amazing Final Fantasy VII Remake, guys. Let's get straight into it, guys. Alright, guys. So what's happened is I've already uploaded a scene from Final Fantasy VII Remake, and the talk that I had at the beginning of this episode obviously would not upload again because YouTube sees that I'm uploading it twice. So what's going to happen, I'm just going to let it go. You can hear what I was talking about. What's happening is the next scene is them cutting to and from the elevator here. As you see, the group, we just found Aerith, and obviously we've just met Red 13. He's another major character. Unfortunately, he's not a playable character in this part of Final Fantasy. Just if you're comparing it from the original classic to the new Final Fantasy VII Remake, it's just one part of the game. So it's amazing they've had so much development in this one game, guys. It's bloody amazing that they've done this. It's so good that this, in turn, this just 5 minutes of this clip is just amazing in itself, that they're meeting Junova for the first time, and it's so incredible. Just this little bits of scenes that you can see here, and obviously this first one, they're just talking about Junova. They haven't even met her yet. They're just about to go meet her for the first time, and it's just an incredible kind of scene here, just on the bridge here, that I didn't expect to happen. Obviously, we saw it a little bit in the trailer. We didn't expect it to be this good. Just the graphics amazing. Just in general, just it's so much more emotional, and you can see all the emotion in the characters now. It's been brought to life by the incredible people at the Hojama, and the people that brought it to life. It just makes it so good. And what's happening is Cloud's actually fighting between his emotions and what's real and what's fake. He doesn't know what's going on. How is he supposed to? He thinks he's this person. He's believed to be someone else. And obviously, from the original, obviously they've kept all this in. And obviously, it goes back and flashes back to Tifa here, who, as a child, obviously has conflict because Sephiroth killed her father. And obviously, what's happening is there's flashbacks between Sephiroth, Junova, and Tifa here, and the gang just don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going to happen, and obviously Aerith has some conflict. You can see there's a few things that are happening that's different from the original, and obviously you don't notice this until these big cutscenes that they put in, just to show all of this stuff. It's all crammed into a few seconds, few minutes of this incredible game. And what's happening here is, obviously, if we're breaking it down, what's happening is Cloud's actually fighting all this that's happening to him right now. He doesn't know what's real. He's struggling with the emotions, and he's got so much built up anger towards him because he's meant to be this incredible soldier from the military, and he grew up wanting to be a soldier, and obviously Sephiroth betrayed all that. So just in a burst out of rage, he runs towards Sephiroth here, and obviously the group doesn't know what's going to happen. Sephiroth's so much stronger than he is. He's already planned out what he's going to do. He hits the bridge, and he hits Cloud off into the debris. And obviously what's happening right now is they have the confrontation between them here, and Hojo is just watching what's happening, and he realizes that this is an experiment. This is Cloud is part of an experiment that he has proven to him that is actually not a failure. It's obviously working, and he didn't even realize to this time that he was something that actually possibly go right. So he's just laughing about it, to be honest. And yeah, so this is how far we got right now. Obviously, we've made our way to the group in the last episode. So if you want to take a look at that, head there. But just real quick, guys, smash like on this video, leave a comment down below. If you are new to this channel, hit that red subscribe button right now, guys, for more videos. Daily videos, guys, just like this one, on several different games, platforms. Yes, guys, I am back. Let's do this. Let's continue with the story right now, right here.
Fiddling with some sort of control panel. Do you see a way to get across now?
Right. We'll make our way to the central terminal. Sit tight until you hear from us.
The hell kind of research is this?
The cataclysm that came from the stars. Genova. Hojo has devoted half of his life to her study.
I don't give a shit about any of that.
The experiments in this facility involve the enhancement of life forms and machines through the application of Genova biological data. Hojo's plan is to pit his subjects against us, thereby facilitating their growth.
So this asshole thinks he can treat us like his experiments.
I know what fate awaits these creations. Let us put them out of their misery. We must first find a passage that leads to the center.
Push him back.
Alright, so we've got several different things we can do here. Obviously, we can switch party members by basically talking to the phone. It will then switch to Tifa and Aerith here, and you can basically do vice versa to try and get through the rooms. And now what we have to do this, the reason why they're stuck is because Hojo has stopped them from getting from place to place. And the place that we need to get through to is, I believe, level 4. And what we have to do is get to the middle here, and basically there's going to be some control panels and a few other little pieces that will go along the way to get to the place that we need to. We want to try and pick up some items on the way, but basically the main thing is we have to turn on the power, and to do that we have to go through the experiments and take on all the experiments for Hojo so that he can basically experiment how strong they are against us and compare his data. Basically, he's a scientist through and through, and he wants to use us to help him out. And that's what we're going to do. To get through, we have to kill all the experiments, and that's what we're going to do. Here we go. Let's do this, guys.
Off I go. There's no control panel. We don't have the means to go this way.
Alright, here we go, guys. We swapped back to the party. We just did all that bit. We fought some of the enemies around. We're going to just switch back to Tifa and Aerith now. This is going to make our way to the middle, and then we're going to try and switch vice versa between them to unlock all the areas. We're going to take down loads of the experiments, gain some experience, and we're going to have a great time. This area is really cool. The fact that they're switching between the party members. We're trying to get us to help each other, trying to make us think a little bit more about the area and how tough it is, and all the debris and everything, and all the experiments you get to see along the way. So let's do this, guys. It's been really fun so far. Let's continue the story. Alright guys, so we are now with Cowden Barrett here, and obviously Red 13. He's kind of like a sub-character. Here we go guys, we're pulling this lever and hopefully this will unlock the bridge. Here we go, and we can now get to the middle. Now there's 4 different switches, we're going to have to switch one, turn off power from one to get to the other. So basically we're going to be making sure that we've been through the area that we had to get to here. We just picked up another time magic there. That material is going to be really good for later on. Time magic is literally one of the best magics in the game. If you haven't heard about time magic, obviously it's one of those magics that lets you use stop, lets you use gravity sort of thing. I think that's a separate one, to be honest. I think you can use gravity in this, but I believe it's a sort of same magic anyway. And time lets you stop things, and pretty much that is really good in this game, because the closer you get more time, which means you get more time for the juggling system. Basically, there's several different games that does this really well. Final Fantasy 12, off the top of my head, has a really good system there by juggling and basically hitting them. Final Fantasy 13 has a really good system in that, and they've probably drawn some of the really cool parts from different games. Final Fantasy 15 had a really good system there. The battle system was really tight there with the monsters and all the items that you collect, and eating food really helped with endurance, and resting really helped with regaining health, and it gave you a longer period. Now in this, you have to hit people to build up the bar, the momentum, to do damage. Then you have to use the stagger bar to basically damage them and hit them in the stagger until they're staggered, and then it will do 10 times more damage. And now in this version, they built upon that. You can basically keep using certain set moves like the focus abilities in the original, and now a really cool thing that happens in this version is it basically focuses in on that stagger rate. And now you can build up that stagger rate even more, so you can do even more damage each time you put them in the stagger state. This is really good because in the late game you have all those abilities unlocked because of all the different weapons and abilities that you've gotten. It means you can choose whichever weapon you want. Pretty much you want one of the latest weapons, because that's going to have the most material slots. Later on though, you do unlock hard mode, which means there's a few more ways around it. You can use your favorite weapon, and you can have more material slots. But for right now, we're going to stick with that one, and we're going to continue here. We've got to unlock level 3, so pretty much we have to switch between the 2 characters. One of them will basically hit the switch, the other person will just guide them through the area of the experiments. This is what we're doing right now. We're switching between the characters, and we're going to hit the switch that we need to turn off. So we basically want to switch to level 3 now. That will switch off level 1, which means now we can go through level 3. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's not a hard thing to think about, but it really does make you think a little bit more. So the energy has now gone through the pipe, and now we can open the door, which means we switch back to Tifa and Everett, and then we go through this next area. Let's do this, guys.
Tifa, you there? We accessed the central terminal. The door should be unlocked now.
Any one of Hojo's twisted creations could be in that ward. Be careful.
We will. See you in a bit.
What is this place for?
There's a sadness. Can't you cut a girl a break? Go on! Hey! That was close. Bring it! Keep it up! You waiting? Don't give up. on then.
Alright guys, if you haven't figured this out already, we're going to be going to walk on this pipe. I don't really want to ruin it, but there's some enemies, some nasty enemies down there. They are going to poison you, so you want to have either the non-poison attribute on, or you want to be able to equip the star pendant, which will stop and nullify poison. This will stop you from getting poisoned. This is really helpful against these sorts of fights. They do quite a bit of damage repeatedly with the added poison. It's really tough to figure it out. You want to aim for just one of them. You want to take out one of these beasts and then try and focus on staggering them. This will help because you have Tifa in this fight. This is really going to help her. You want to upgrade her ability, and you want to make sure you have that special ability, and basically you want to use bio against them. This will help you. It'll poison them as well. Basically you want to stop them from using this ability. You want to stagger them as quick as possible. This is tough to do. Tifa does have this special trio trap Chio attack ability, so we can use that. Obviously if we use that ability, it will take a few bars to do, depending on what you want to do. Poison is usually the way to go on these sorts of things. You want to concentrate on one of them so you can take them out. But we're just going to whittle their damage down as much as we possibly can. Keep your HP up and you should be fine.
This fight's not over yet. Good to go? Let's pretend that didn't happen. I'm not going out like this. I'm just getting started. Gotcha. I've got you covered. Get him! See you around. Is this really the exit? I hate that man, I really do.
Alright guys, so we've made it through there. Next we need to help the other set of groups so they can get across on their side, so they can get back to where the bridge was. So we're going to go up this ladder and we're going to pull the lever for them to get across. And once that's done, obviously just before that we're going to have to try and take out these enemies, because I can see there they look like the enemies we fought before. They are the kind of robot things that are weak to fire. There we go, we've released the area so then they can come along that way. Here we go. We're gonna go switch with them there. And we're gonna take it from there. Alright, let's do this.
This one's for you. Glad that's over. You think now the others can get across too?
You two stay there. We'll call if anything comes up.
Okay. Be careful.
Alright guys, this is going to be the last one. We will take it up in the next part, guys, shortly. There's only a few more episodes before the ending, so we're going to be live streaming the ending, guys. It's going to be a really exciting episode. So obviously we've opened the 4th door. We're going to be carrying on with that in the next part, guys. But thank you for all the support, guys. Hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and I'll catch you in the next one, guys.